Okay. Well, I mean, it's streaming for Calgary, so if they don't see it, like, they can always just go back and see it, I guess. Anywho, welcome. Let me just have this up. So we've all heard about the mock test at this point. I guess I've said the word mock test a couple times. Just want to say it until the word mock test doesn't mean anything anymore. No, so we have a test, and this one's not like worth anything. Don't worry, like there's nothing at risk here. But there's a bit of setup, which is why I'm just going to show you how to do the setup. If you look in Slack, I've sent you a link that says, hey, please accept our GitHub invite. Hopefully you've done that. If it's like day 5, you've been like cloning stuff, that's good. But if you go out through the assessment exam student, right, we have a GitHub page for that. And just by show of hands, has anybody already clicked on this link? Cool. Has anybody already done the installation? Has anybody not done the installation? Cool. So for those who haven't done the installation, we'll do it real quick, right? And then I'm just gonna like break and literally just let you work for an hour and a half. And I'm gonna be around to like answer some questions, but it's not gonna be like mentor style where I'll sit down and be like how does that make you feel and whatever. It's just, I'll try to maybe point you in the right direction. This is going to be like weaning you off of like working necessarily together all the time, right? Like try to make this an independent kind of exercise, right? And all that. Again, I mean, I'm going to be here. Like, I won't yell at you if you ask a question. I'll still help you out. So installation-wise, for those who haven't done it, you'll have to start off by first cloning the project. So cloning the project. To get the link, that is the link inside of the Slack message that I just sent out. Right? So if you follow the link from the Slack message that I sent out that takes you to assessment exam-student, right? What you're going to see is this GitHub page. This GitHub page right here. I'm scrolling down to getting started, and we've put a bunch of instructions in here. The first one being just clone the thing. So we'll clone it. So in any place where you are, git clone, it'll clone it in. So now I see that I have a assessment exam student folder, which is going to have this stuff in it. Right? I'll give you a second to do that. Okay. Right? So clone and then cd into it. And once you have cd'd into it, we're going to run npm install --no-bin-links. Right? Okay. So again, if you're not done yet, don't worry, because we literally have like an hour and a half to do this stuff, right? But you're going to run this npm command in your terminal after you've cloned and cd'd in. Okay. So if I'm running it, I go npm install no bin links. It's going to start installing stuff. Because this is like the client that we're using to do the test, the questions that we're administering for the test are not loaded into the project. Right? What we're going to do soon is connect the project to the server with our GitHub name and bring in all the questions. Right? So we have specific questions for the mock test. So has anybody here not run npm install yet? Cool. Okay, so while it's running, the next step for you to do would be to open up the folder in whatever editor you use. So I'm using Code, VS Code, but like open it in Sublime or something, right? I want you to navigate down to the student ID file. So even if you're still npm installing, you can do this. You can go to .student/id or -id. And you'll want to put in your GitHub name. So mine is Nima Boscarino. Yours is probably not Nima Boscarino. So get your GitHub name if you can't remember what that is. You would go to GitHub, right? You go to your profile, right? So you go to your profile, and you'll end up with github.com/something, right? Just copy that entire name. So Nima Boscarino in my case, right? And that's what we're going to do on the first line of student ID, and then just make a new line, right? So that will be the entire file. Cool. The next step for us, after you've done that, would be to go into the terminal again, right? And we're going to run npm run start-exam. And instead of these square brackets exam ID, we're going to write web-01. So I'll write that in a sec down here. That's going to be npm, here, we'll just do that, npm run start exam, and then we'll write web-01 like that. And then again, I have this in the Slack as well, the Slack message right here. So web-01 is what you're going to use. Okay? And then just press enter. Cool. And you should see stuff happen. Question in Calgary. Pause the tutorial for the test. Okay, sure. Okay, I'll just take a minute to make sure it's all right, they're getting everything set up as well. Let me know when you get to the... When you try to start the exam? And the command you're using to start the exam is like npm run start exam web 0? Like 01? Nope, no brackets. Yeah, so you're gonna write it like this. Right? Yeah. Let's see, I think. Okay. Also, like heads up, we have an hour and a half scheduled for this test, but you have until Sunday to keep doing it, right? Until you get 100%. So don't like stress too much about like time right now. Yeah, like Sunday night. Yeah. So, yep. You have an issue there? Oh, snap. I'm getting a server error too, eh? Because I've already started or completed. Oh, damn. Yeah? Oh, yeah, you have to go -1 after your name in Sublime. All right, thanks for mentioning. So you would go -1, and that's it. Cool. Just to see, like, who here got a server error 400? No one? Just me? Okay, because you said something over 400, didn't you? No? I had an error, but I fixed it. Cool, okay. So in that case, yeah, once you've done that, you will have something that looks like this. It will create a bunch of questions for you, and they'll have different points. And you'll be able to see that over here it says, oh, like the answers have been created in this answer file. So in VS Code or Sublime or whatever you're using, you can now go to this freshly like filled out answers folder, right? And in the answers folder, we'll now be able to see 00.js, right? And 00.js, what we have here is something very similar to what I was talking about this morning when we're running tests, right? So here are a bunch of functions that haven't been implemented, right? This tells me that I need to implement a function that counts the number of things in a list. I need to implement it, right? And once I've implemented it, then the test will pass. So since I haven't implemented it yet, right, what I will see if I try to, let me see. What I will see is if I try to run the tests, and the way that we're going to run the test is by going npm run question and then the number of the question that we're running, right? So I go npm run question 0 right now. It'll run, it's going to check to see if it passes, and I'll see, no, okay, I have overall 0 out of anything, right? And it tells me that for question 0, all of these did not pass yet, right? But I can go ahead and start implementing the code that makes these pass. Cool. Yeah, so that's the setup. I'm gonna, if Calgary needs questions or like help, then I'll be on Slack helping you with that. Otherwise, I'll just kind of let you roll. If you're still having trouble with the installation, like I'm gonna be around helping you with this, right? What kind of error are you getting? Like when you're running the test? Okay, let's see. No, so you go web-0 for npm run start exam web-01. No, it's just web, then the dash, and then 01. Yep, this will, no, let's just go enter. Okay. So did you go into student ID and put in your name? You did?
That's my GitHub name.
Mm-hmm. Did you run, can we go back to the instructions, go back up? Did you run npm install no bin links? I don't think you installed this yet. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, so now when you run it, and so that, the run exam start, that's going to retrieve the questions. Right? And when you want to test one of the questions, you're going to go run, and like npm run, and then down there it's going to show you like question 0. Run question 0.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. Mm-hmm. So if you can't see the student ID file, it's because it's a dot file, right? So dot files are not visible while you're looking in the file browser. You're gonna have to go into like, I'm just gonna cancel this. You'll have to go into like VS Code and under the, oh, this is not your exam, right? Did you open up in Sublime or something?
No, I'm trying to open up in VS Code.
Oh.
But I can't.
VS Code, let's open up the, you can go file, open, let's open the entire folder. And here's your .student ID. Oh, there you go. Now you're getting 400? Oh, that's because you've already run the thing. Can I see an answers for you real quick?
Yeah, maybe I should.
Let's click answers. Oh man. No. You're supposed to go npm run start exam web 01. Not your name. Your name only
Web
goes
0.
in the. So here instead of Jeffrey, you go web-01. Mm-hmm. So now enter.
Why is it?
And now we have all the questions.
Okay.
It's used your student ID from here, right? So we have
Web 01 is referencing
the
student ID.
web-01 is referencing the exam that we're doing. We're making you do the first like web exam. And now if you run npm run question 0.
Before you go,
Mm-hmm.
am I running question 1,
Mm-hmm.
is that referencing this?
No, so this is question 0. We're counting from 0 for some reason because we're like funny programmers or whatever. So
Okay, so it's okay. So when you're saying run, it's not actually running that how to differentiate the block. It's just running that page.
mm-hmm. Yeah, so if we go run question 0, then it'll do all of your solutions throughout. Yeah, there you go. Any other questions? Calgary has a question. Let's see. Some have missed the instructions due to technical difficulties. That's fine. I'll go through the instructions. So, oh, never mind, we figured it out. Cool. Dope, yeah.